Okay, in this video we're going to look at scaling shapes by hand. With pen and paper. We saw that in our first task that scaling on the computer with a picture is quite easy. As long as we grab the corner of the picture and drag it, then we'll maintain proportion with that shape, and the shape will look identical, just bigger or smaller. But scaling by hand is a bit more tricky. It's a bit more involved. So I'll start here not by scaling a shape, but just scaling a ray or a line. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at this line and see that it is 5 centimeters long. Might use a different color. 5 centimeters long. I might double the length of this line, so it will be larger. Just so that my ruler fits, I'm going to go 10 centimeters from 20 to 30. And here I've scaled this line so that it is bigger. So that's one example. That just prepares us to look at this next example. So here I've got a rectangle. Measuring that rectangle, I see that it is 6 centimeters tall and 4 centimeters wide. I am going to make this rectangle smaller. I'm going to half this rectangle. So half, one way to think about half is divided by 2, or another way is times by half. Don't worry about that too much, but anyway, my lengths are going to then be halved. So along the top, the length will need to be 2 centimeters. Half of 4 is 2. And down the side, instead of 6 centimeters, will be 3 centimeters. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll try to finish that off neatly. So 2 and 3 centimeters. Similarly, I'm going to take this triangle, and once again, I need to measure the side lengths. So I saw that that is 3 centimeters. This bottom side is 4 centimeters, and this top is 5. And I might, I've gone out of focus there a little bit. That's better. I'm going to try to scale this to make it larger, 3 times larger. So the side here, which was 3 centimeters, is now going to need to be 9 centimeters. Along the bottom is going to need to be 12 centimeters. And joining those two will need to be 15 centimeters. So 15 centimeters. What did we say? 12 centimeters and 9 centimeters. And that makes this triangle identical to this triangle, but 3 times bigger. Now, the final thing that I want to introduce is some vocabulary. So this word scale factor. Oh, scale factor. The scale factor, let me move my page up here a little bit. The scale factor is the number which we use to multiply to convert one into the other. So here, in this case, the scale factor is 2. In this case, our scale factor is 1/2. And in this case, our scale factor is 3. So it tells us how much longer the lengths are in our new shape. But I think the most useful way to think about it is the number that we multiply by to give us our new shape.